Alright, here we go. We're coming into it. I guess back here in the corner we got some noisy empty water bottles. We're using that for the children, and we're using the nasty water, or now it's filtered, for the adults. Alright, go. That's the door I just came in. Stairway. And this is the elevator that people and stores can get into. And we can ride that down to the second floor. Check out the 4 freezers. Alright. All the kitchen is mostly on that side. And the dish rooms and 3 coolers that we use and 1 cooler that the cafe uses is on that side. So here we have just another door and a freight area. And if we come around the corner right here, there's an office. Glenn's desk is right there. Pete's right there for right now. And they got all this room over here in the corner. Of course, now they tried to downstack it. Some of it slid because of the sale. Plenty of room to stack in a lot of canned goods up here in this corner that they're not using for anything right now, or whatever else they might think of. Who knows? Alright, little office. We'll come back out. And as you see, we got a chair in the way. Alright, right outside the office, we have a couple of freezers. Holds a little bit of stuff. Ooh, right now it looks like there's some ice cream in it. Oh, and some more ice cream. French fries. Quite noisy. Alright. Look here. If you look down the line. Alright, cafe. Milk and cheeses. Some leftovers. Kind of odds and ends. And that last one there is kind of like fruits and vegetables. Of course, this stuff is going to get filled up with more along the way. Alright. First big sliding door we come to. We have. Just let me get around the corner. A blast chiller, which they haven't figured out quite how to work yet. And there's a little doorway over to the cold prep. Not quite sure what that was all about when they made that. Some spice cabinets over there, and then 6 eyes right here. The kind that take forever to heat up, but once they do, they never cool down. Some more drawer area over here. And now here, you have 2 fryers with this size basket in it. Yeah. Looks good, but I don't know about feeding 400 plus crew. And then you have 2 more hot skillets side by side. The older one's bigger and tends to get hot way quicker than the smaller one. Alright, that's how it goes. Potato peeler, kind of like on the Caribbean Mercy, but newer. 2 steam kettles. That one won't tilt down all the way. That one tilts down almost all the way. And they sputter and hiss and do all that kind of stuff. Now over here is the old mixer, which works perfectly fine. Water hose, a couple more sinks, and as you see, plenty of pan storage on top. Alright. Now this is one of the newer ovens. And the good thing about this is we have bake, steam, or bake and steam. And then of course Celsius degrees and a timer. And you have a little button for steam that you can use. And we have one more oven like this, but that button for steam is pretty good, like if you want to do certain breads. Like I know Gary would be interested in that. And then over here is for the light. But the good thing about these, and bad thing, is they fit. Slide in 2-inch pans. Like these ones over here on top of the sink. So that's what you have to cook in mostly. We do have some racks for the oven, but not a whole lot of racks. So there's no big roasting pans we can use. There's none of those big sheet pans. If we use the half pans, then we have to put the shelves in, and we don't have that many shelves. So this whole unit, as you see, has got wheels on the bottom. This whole unit will slide out. So actually you can slide the whole rack around, do whatever you want to it. Well, the wheels are probably locked down right now, but this is just essentially the same thing as a speed rack for the usual chafing dish pans. And it kind of has this locking mechanism too. You slide up and move around, so when you're sailing, it'll hold them pans in there. Alright, two older ovens basically work the same way as the new oven, but these two right now do not work. So I don't know. And then there's a hood system over all this stuff. Fryers, hot pans, skillets, braising pan, whatever you want to call it. Alright, next we're going to go on the other side where the cold prep area is. You see through that window. Now we're back out into the hallway again. Here's basically what the inside of a cooler looks like once I get the light turned on. Alright. Got some, right now, you just got some pretty simple shelving on top. A lot of tomatoes, green apples, and stuff that we carried with us. Alright. This is another stairway down to the dining room. And here we have two elevators that go down to the dining room. Alright. A bathroom that doesn't work. Alright, this is kind of interesting. So you go in the cold prep area. We have little doors for coolers all over the place. Sinks are over there. And actually we got some ribs lying out. Hold on, let me stop and check those real quick. Alright, they seem to be doing pretty well. Thawing out. Yeah, a little robo-coop, whatever you want to call that over there. Anyways, lots of doors where the coolers aren't necessarily turned on yet. Little sink over there. A lot more cooler doors lined up right there. I would zoom in and out, but if I mess with the zoom, it'll mess with the volume. Okay. This is like a little, I don't know, holding area for the little pans. But we got more cooler down here, more drawers, more space. And if you look all the way down through there, that's the kitchen. Slicer. On the other side of that, we have a slicer, dicer kind of thing like we had on the Caribbean. A little newer looking, but also at the same time a little cheaper built looking too. Yeah. And then you just pull this thing over the top to hold it down. Push stuff through. Everything in here is on the English plug, not the Euro plug, but the English plug, which is like that. Slicer, it's kind of like the rest of them. Works pretty good, hard to turn, hard to adjust, hard to clean. On this side, as you see, the color coordinated cutting boards. Of course, the blue and the brown are still in the cabinet with a wrapper on it, so we're not really using it like it's supposed to be used. But hey, at the ILC, it's just all white cutting boards. Alright, more cooler space. And that's the area we just looked at with the ribs defrosting. Alright, let's swing around real quick. We'll look at that area over there later. That's the dish area. Alright, now here we have a 4 sink area. I'm not sure originally what that is designed for. And you notice we got the big sheet pans underneath here and some smaller half sheets. We don't hardly use them that much because they just don't fit in the ovens, like I was saying. Big roasting pans from the Caribbean don't really fit in the ovens. Some more big sheet trays. Cooler space, as you see, we got it tied down. There's some warming lamps. Of course, I'm not sure what we use them for up here, but and then over here we have some cabinet space. See, there's the slicer thing again. Cabinet space. A lot more coolers. Down there, a lot more coolers. Over here, you see a bunch of my bread I made. Yellow wheat, whole wheat and white, wrapped up. Some of it's sliced, some of it's not. Ah, yes, here we are again. Alright. And a big old brand new deluxe mixer. Looks awful big and scary, but I'm not sure that bowl holds any more than what we might have back at the ILC. Alright, right next to it, we have another one of those ovens I was telling you about. And like I say, it's pretty nice. Bake, steam, and bake and steam. And of course, the separate buttons down here so we can get a little steam action on the bread. And over here, actually got some brown sugar in a bag down there and some white sugar. And some more coolers. These are the old bread pans for the Caribbean, but they wouldn't fit in the oven that well, so they cut the end ones off. So now it's 3 in a row instead of 4 in a row. This is the little station for setting up and making bread. Albert, the German baker who I met on the Anastasia, sent that brand new scale, but we can't get it to work right. So even when the ship was stable in port in Tenerife, I don't know if it won't calibrate itself or if there's something we're not doing, but hopefully we'll get that figured out. And those microwaves, I thought the commercial microwave that we have at the ILC was strong, but you could probably melt a rock in that microwave. Alright, more cooler space. You've already saw this. And then just give you a little sweeping look at the area we just covered right there. Back around to the mixer and the bread. Alright, back to the hallway again, or the aisle. As you see, the mixer, the sinks, and the counter space. Over here we have a place to put dishes that are clean and drying. And you see how these racks are stacked up in these 2 rows. Another cabinet space, and we have these magnets like this that are holding stuff up on the wall. Alright, anyway, real quickly, you come in here, super big dishwasher for pots and stuff. They're all fancy and brand new looking. And then you get over here and there's another little spray area with another little new fancy looking dishwasher. And then you sweep down and here's another little sink and spray station with another fancy looking little dishwasher. Now what's interesting is I don't know what the stages of dishwashing is supposed to be. This dishwasher this is the cleaner. This is the actual cleaner, and it only has 1 cord coming out of the dishwasher. But it's interesting, this one has detergent. That one has a bottle of rinse. right there. And this big bucket of alkaline soap right here is usually tossed in a little cupful at a time in this one. And of course, all this soap that is hooked up to these dishwashers it's kind of like an alkaline based soap. Leaves spots on the aluminum. Alright, we're heading back down the hallway, but of course you see the coolers again. And we're going to head down to the dining room, which is a very small cleanup area. I won't go into too much detail. A little hand sink. I really don't know what they have in all these cabinets and stuff. Here's where the two elevators come down. Alright, and then it's kind of sectioned off. There's the door out to the dining room. There you see 6 hot pans, 6 cold, toaster, microwave coffee machines, and then 6 cold, 6 hot pans, warmers underneath, and then lockdown coolers, 4 doors on each side, some extra serving silverware. Out there is the dining room. But over here to the side, you have a sink, spray down area, a little dishwasher, spray down area, another little dishwasher behind these racks. And that's the whole little room area. I mean, if we come down in here, look between the 2 dishwashers, and here is where they're stacking up all the plates and stuff. So, I don't know. Looks awful small to me. And then in the dining room, there's some seating right there. And then it spreads out way back there, over to the far corners, and some more seating over here. Now here is closer to the back. And yes, those are flat screen TV panels with computer generated messages on it every day about the menu and sailing and movies and snack bar time. And here's the front area. You see the water and juice machines, hot water, coffee, microwave coffee, mugs, all that stuff. Over to the stairways on the side. But yeah, I think it's gonna be kind of small for seating. I don't think there's gonna be any family tables, and I think we're gonna have to extend the lunches and the dinners and have 2 seatings, maybe 45 minutes apiece, and then push people out.